Welcome to episode 6 of Stream Roulette. I'm Steph Broadbridge and I'm here with Daniel Towns. How are you, Daniel?
I am great. And this week we are watching Hit and Run, Young Wallander and Greenleaf. So let's find out what we've thought about those. All right, welcome to the episode, Stream Roulette. Me and Steph Broadbridge. How are you, Steph?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Lucky episode 6.
Is it?
Yeah, and let's
Far
go.
out.
And we've had our first nibbles on Patreon. So we've got to start those ones up now. We've got to get together and get on those. So that's exciting.
What do you mean we have 12 ready to go?
No, we don't. We'll start them. We'll start them directly after this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice one. So how was your week anyway?
It was pretty good. Managed to get some places. Trains were disaster.
Oh, because of the weather
Yeah, there's no trains
in Sydney.
in Sydney right now.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really do public transport. You don't have a car, do you?
I don't have a car. I had to quit my job.
Oh,
'Cause
why?
It was costing me more money to get to work than I was earning at the job.
So what are you doing now?
Looking for another job.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to stay there forever.
So did I.
And you were losing money going to work.
Yeah, because I'm doing a 3-hour shift, $25 an hour, and it's costing me 2 Ubers to get to Lewisham and back.
Oh, yeah, forget that. And what they wouldn't like. But how long is this train strike for?
It's not I don't know if it's a train strike or if it's the flooding. Like it's a combination.
Yeah.
So it's not that they are trains. You just don't know when they're going to come.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can't get to places by a time.
So how long are you going to be out of, but how long's that going to go for?
Well, I just need to find a job closer to my house.
Yeah, but that rain's not going to be forever, is it?
It's been like 2 months.
2 months.
The trains haven't been right since we got back from lockdown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Real? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, my girlfriend catches the train, but I don't know if it's been that long.
They've been a disaster
I know there's been
ever
problems.
since people came back to work.
Yeah, right. And so what? It's the lockdown, it's the floods. There's something going on because they're not mowing the park either. Like all these services that are meant to...
There's a lot of strikes.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously we know what it is. It's COVID. Yeah, there was a nurse in my building that went on a strike too. So what type of work are you looking into?
I like childcare. It's really fun.
Yeah. What, you want to work around here in childcare?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think I'd much rather work in the inner west than the northern suburbs of Sydney, just quietly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But then I guess parents are parents, aren't they? It doesn't matter. You're just going to be dealing with different, nicer cars shouting at you and telling you it's your responsibility.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, so that's my news.
You seem pretty flat today.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, so I paid $350 for this haircut yesterday and I'm so mad about it. Like, I hate it.
That haircut. Did you get a haircut?
I got it. Yeah, thanks for noticing.
It's not my job to know.
Why would you? I just like saying that.
It's tied up as well. What?
Yeah.
$350.
Yeah, and it's tied up, so that should indicate how much I hate it.
Why would you pay? How much? Is that what it costs for a woman's haircut?
Well, and to get it coloured, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Do you colour your hair?
This is not a colour I wanted. It's like blonde. I wanted it just like normal coloured.
Well, what colour is your normal colour?
It's like brown.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well, why do you go blonde?
I didn't want this.
No, but that's what colour it usually is.
No, it hasn't been blonde in years.
That's what colour I associate with your hair. That colour. I don't know how different it is.
What does that say about me?
I don't know how different it is now, but that's the colour.
Okay.
That looks like the colour I see your hair all the time. Maybe a bit darker than usual.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you guys can't see this, so that's pointless. So $350, that's expensive for a hair.
But I did like the girlish thing, and I hate when I do this, and I think a lot of girls do this, but I paid $350 and I hated it. Like, I hated it. She ignored everything I asked her to do and did the opposite. And then I gave her the money and I said, thank you, and I left.
Yeah, everyone does that, though.
I know, I
What else are you
hate
meant
it.
to say, though?
Like, no, I'm not happy with this. Fix it.
How could they... I mean, why didn't you say that then?
Exactly. Why didn't I?
And what could they have done to fix it?
At this point, I don't know.
Because they're taking more off, right?
Yeah.
Or they're just restyling. So what did they do? Cut it too short?
They cut it backwards.
What do you mean?
I wanted it long at the front and short at the back, and she did the opposite.
Long at the front and short at the back. So what do you mean? You want to cover your face and
Yeah.
have a skinhead at the back?
No, just like longer at the front than like a bob. That's longer at the front and shorter at the back.
Oh, okay. See, I don't understand that either.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for a haircut, though.
I know.
That's
the
insane.
one you hate.
Which hairdresser, is it a franchise? Is it a...
It's in Chatswood, and
mean,
they gave me They basically gave me the basic bitch haircut, and now I'm taking it personally because I think that's how I read, and it upset me.
Oh, is there a basic bitch haircut?
It's what I have currently.
Oh, I wouldn't know. That must be a thing amongst
It's
women.
a side swipe fringe with like a long bob,
Yeah, right.
and it screams brunch.
Does it really?
Yes.
I don't know. Aren't we too old to worry about all that fucking basic bitch stuff? And like, does that still apply?
Well,
I mean,
I've just got I've got a really basic bitch face. I can't have the hair to match it, or it's too much. Like I need to undercut the basic bitch face with like a fun haircut.
What kind of haircut softens that then?
I don't know. Maybe like purple.
That's fair enough.
Shave it.
Or you could take this advice that I hand out to lots of women, and that's just, why don't you smile more?
Oh, thank you. That's right. That reminds me we had International Women's Day.
That was a joke, by the way. That was obviously a joke, by the way. But,
Yeah.
International
Speaking
Women's
of
Day.
being told to smile more.
What did you get up to?
Well, I had I had a gig,
Yeah.
do the women's showcase where the male booker is the only one making any profit. So that's always very empowering. Thank you. Yeah.
Who books that?
It's a number of them.
I mean, you could put on your own show if you don't like it.
What do you mean?
Well, if like the way you criticise them for making all the profit. Like, I get it. Like, they put it on and you guys should be paid. But
Yeah.
what's stopping a bunch of, like, you guys?
Well, one of them was, I did two. One of them was,
Because that's an existing comedy night too, right?
yeah, but then they like grandstand. I don't know if there's like a lot of that.
So what, they've got to get in a new booker just to book the...
No, they should pay the acts if they're going to be like, thanks, ladies.
Oh,
I
definitely.
support you.
Where was that at?
I don't want to say, and it's happened more than once.
Oh, well, then we probably shouldn't be talking about it if you're not going to get into details on it.
Okay.
All right, then. What are we on? First show. What were the first shows this week? Young Wallander. Let's
Yes.
go. What you think?
I hadn't seen Wallander.
Do you want to read the...
Yes, I'll read the blurb.
Tell them what we're about.
Where's Wallander? Well, it's a prequel to Wallander. It's a detective, and it's set in the same time.
His first case is one that hits close to home and nearly costs him his liver or life. Every legend has to start somewhere. There you go. That's the premise of the show. So it's a prequel.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. I didn't even realise it was a prequel.
but it's set in the same time. So Wallander's set now,
Yeah.
and this is also set now.
Where's it from?
It's British, but it's set in Sweden.
Okay.
Well, he's Swedish,
He's Swedish.
but he's not. It was played by Kenneth Branagh.
Oh, really? Because I couldn't even figure out where it was shot. Like, I'm like, these are Swedish surnames.
So that was meant to be Swedish.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, right. So I didn't even realise it was a sequel or there was a Wallander. So is that on what, BBC or something?
Yeah. Yeah. It's been around for a while. It's I never watched it, but it looks interesting.
But how much younger is he in this one? Because he's still, like, in his 30s.
I would say at least 20-something years younger.
Oh, right. So he's an older man in Wallander.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yep, and he's like troubled, and it's all it's kind of, this is like a Joker origin story kind of vibes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
because
haven't
he's
seen
still
that.
young and bright-eyed and hasn't. So I guess it's all the bad stuff that happens to him that causes him to be
Like that.
Kenneth Branagh as
Well, that's
Wallander.
interesting if you're into the main show, I suppose, to see where he came from.
It is, but
We haven't seen
we
the main
haven't
show.
seen.
But like, I didn't mind it.
You didn't have to see it. It still works as a show.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I thought. I mean, I didn't even realise. Like, it still worked for me, the few episodes that I watched. I mean, it wasn't my favourite type of show, like in that genre. But then at the same time, it ticks all the boxes. I think a lot of them too come, for me, when it comes down to it, I was going to say, it comes down to all the, and that's all the ingredients involved in making a TV show. It's like the music and the lighting and the,
Oh yeah,
you know, and the way that it's written.
yeah. The script, the actors.
No, it was good. I don't know, maybe the style of it, the tone, like the aesthetic, the visual look
Yeah.
of it. Like, I find some things harder to get into than
It was slow as well.
Yeah. I don't mind slow if I know I'm getting into slow, but that's what I find hard with this podcast. If we get a slow burn or whatever, and it's like, I don't know if I'm mentally ready for diving down into this.
That's it. I felt that was the thing. I think the whole time I was watching this, I watched 3 episodes. How many did you get through?
About 4 or 5,
Yeah,
I think.
that's pretty good. So I got through 3, and even though it's a good show, I just felt myself being like such a bad audience, like because I wasn't giving it the right energy.
Yeah, I wasn't really investing either.
Yeah.
I kept refreshing my Pokemon and
Yeah.
but like I was
I'm like,
watching
can I
and
skip
listening.
this? He's going to the bathroom. I'm going to skip this.
But apart from Wallander, I don't even think I could tell you one of the other characters' names.
No.
And I usually get them pretty quickly.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah. Would you recommend it?
I would if you liked Wallander.
So this is a very niche recommendation. If you liked Wallander and you want to see where he came from.
Yeah. If you want to see... He's also... The guy's like... He's really hot, the actor.
What do you find easier to watch, British dramas or American dramas?
British.
You find British ones easier?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I find American ones easier.
Yeah.
Unless the British ones are period pieces, kind of like when they're set in ye olde times.
Oh, no. But like British like cop dramas and thrillers and stuff I prefer.
Really?
Yeah.
What's a British cop drama?
This was.
Okay. No, but like an example of a good one that you'd prefer.
Luther?
Over. Like what would you put that in the NYPD Blue Law and Order category?
Yeah, I guess
or would
so.
you put it in the like
They are.
Wire narrative drama?
It's like the ones that were playing on ABC when I was growing up instead of the ones that were playing on Channel 10 when I was growing up.
Yeah, right. All right. So you're an ABC kid.
Well, that's just because that's what we were
Yeah, right. Fair
watching.
enough.
Yeah, I wasn't going around as a 16-year-old being like, I just think it's better and important to reward the
I haven't
arts.
seen too many of the British dramas, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so maybe that's why I like them better because I grew up on it.
And same with the comedies, like the big ones, the big ones that come through, or the people that, like it.
Big comedians.
No, like the big shows. Like,
like Seinfeld and
like
stuff.
Your Offices and,
Oh, yeah.
those ones.
Yeah.
But like, and, the ones you hear about that are good. People Just Do Nothing. Have you seen that?
Which one?
People Just Do Nothing?
That's the name of a show.
Yeah.
That's Seinfeld.
No, it's not.
It's a different show.
It's fantastic. It's set in West London. It started as a web series. And it wears its office influence on its sleeve. It's a bunch of guys that have like a pirate radio station in their housing commission flat.
Oh.
And it's very, very officey. Like it's shot, it's just so funny though. It's really well done. It's really well done. And like now they go around to music festivals and stuff like they wanted to be musicians. Couldn't.
Right.
Blew up on this web series, and now they go around and do all these music festivals and stuff in character. And the funniest thing for me about the whole thing, or the most interesting part, there's a character in it named it's like Steve's or something like that.
Steve's.
Yeah, he's the biggest dumb fuck in the whole show. Like he's just a drug addict. He's he's a train wreck. But he writes the majority of it.
Oh.
But in the show he just plays this massive fuck up.
So it's like the opposite of like Vanity.
Yeah, but he's like the brains behind it. Yeah. It's very.
He's doing the opposite of what that SWAT guy is.
And just what they did, like on their own kind of thing. Like it's very, very well done. Like even one of the main characters in the first episode, like he's got a kid with his girlfriend, and it's just so obvious that it's not his kid. Like it's one of his mates' kids.
That's really
you know
funny.
what I mean? And they just go through all these. And
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's just got the classic, the street slang English.
Yeah.
It's got that. Yeah, I find that's very, very funny. So I'd recommend that if you haven't seen. If you haven't seen People Just Do Nothing, 5 seasons. It should be on Netflix.
My sister and I used to. We were obsessed with Mighty Boosh growing up. That was our thing. We went and saw that live and stuff.
Okay, I don't watch much of that one either.
Yeah, Noel Fielding.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Interesting. Did you continue on with any of the shows from last week?
I did not.
Inventing Anna, Good Girls, or Stay Close?
No, I didn't.
I didn't have time. I mean, Inventing Anna had knocked that off anyway, and Good Girls I will watch more of, but haven't had the time. It's been a busy week, hasn't it?
It has been.
I had to go to, where was I?
Yeah, you had some travelling gigs, right?
Yeah, I was in where was it? Oh, one was in Newcastle, and the other was Bateman's Bay.
Oh, wow.
It took us an hour to drive, not even a kilometre through Kiama.
Yeah,
Like just because
right.
of the rain, and there was a car broken down, and it was just like, come on. And then Al and I got to share a room, which was nice.
Oh, I love when they do
I fucking
that.
hate it. Just as we're driving down, it's like, oh yes, I'm pretty sure there are 2 rooms in, like you got your own bedroom each. And it should have just clicked then and there.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, hang on,
pretty
we're going
sure.
regional and this is a motel. Chances are we're going to be sleeping in a nice little bunk. So we were just sleeping with a foot between us.
Oh, that's nice.
But we hardly slept. We just watched.
That is one advantage of being a woman in that situation is I can claim the bedroom
Yeah.
and just be like, I don't feel safe.
Yeah, but, I mean, you'd get offered it anyway. You wouldn't have to claim it. Really?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Has that happened to you?
Yeah.
Who took the room?
The booker.
Really?
Yeah.
And you had to share with someone you didn't really...
I shared with someone.
Yeah, right. I'd just be like, oh, you take it.
They had a date.
What do you mean?
They'd picked up. So they wanted the room, the other room.
And what, you had to share?
Yeah.
Why couldn't they go to the person's place where they picked up?
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Interesting.
The next one we watched was Greenleaf. And I'll read the little blurb for that one. It's the unscrupulous world of the Greenleaf family and their sprawling Memphis megachurch, dark secrets and lies.
Oh, well, that's heaps better than the one they gave on Netflix. Netflix was the one that just said Emmy winner Lynn Whitfield stars in what the Washington Post calls an impeccably written and beautifully envisioned family drama.
Oh, that's not...
That was the one where you said,
Oh,
don't
yeah,
give
with
us
the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I tried to find them on the website.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And what'd you think?
It was pretty... I enjoyed watching it, but I don't know if it's a good show.
Yeah, right.
What about you?
Well, that's the one I watched the most of.
Yeah, same.
It ticks all the boxes of what television is. First, we should clear up that it was produced by Oprah.
Yes.
And she's in it.
Yes.
So the production value is
Incredible.
extreme. Like,
Yeah.
it's very well shot. It's very well made. It's got a...
Because it started on her network.
I mean, even the fact that they've got that big church and
Yeah.
the choir in there. Like, I was watching that when they were singing at one of the things, and I was like, how many people are getting paid there just to be in that scene? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that was big. Yeah. No, I quite, look, I wouldn't, it's nothing I'd choose. I definitely wouldn't choose it, but I watched a few and I kind of wanted to see what happened with Gay Kevin and the pedo uncle, and like, it
Yeah.
feels like they touched like a lot of bigger, like, there's serious things coming up. Like, it's not just a rich black family that owns a church, and you know, there's corruption.
no,
They're
they
looking at corruption
definitely-
in the church.
Yeah.
You know, child abuse.
Yeah.
Both in, you know, black communities and the church.
Racism.
The gay black man, which, you know, homosexuality isn't the most popular lifestyle within some. So it's interesting to see what
Teen
they brought
drama.
up in the first few episodes.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
there's
good.
5 seasons of it. But then who's going to fucking cancel Oprah? Even if it is on her own network, like, how's it going to get cancelled?
Yeah.
In fact, I'd say my biggest criticism of the whole thing would be Oprah.
Really?
Well, she doesn't need to be in it. Like, what's she in it for? She plays a sister, fair enough, and like, she runs the bar and whatnot. But
Yeah.
like, she can't act. She can't not act.
That's so funny because I saw her and I was like, oh, that's right. Oprah can act. I thought she was good in it.
I think she's just too big.
Yeah, it's hard to not see Oprah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it's not like when you see another character. Like, if she was an actress,
Yeah.
you'd
She
see
is
the
an actress.
You'd see, yeah, but she's a talk show host. She's a personality. First and
she
foremost,
started as an actress.
she's known as a personality. If you see her in something, you go, "There's Oprah, the personality." You don't go, "There's Oprah, the actor." That's like saying fucking Andrew O'Keefe started as a comedian when he was that bloody.
But Ellen still does comedy.
Yeah, but she still does it.
Yeah, but Oprah's acting. She acted in this.
Yeah, but how do you see her? As an actress or a talk show host?
In this?
No, if you saw Oprah on the street, would you say there's that actress or there's that talk show host?
I'd say there's Oprah.
Or there's Oprah. Yeah. All right, we're just getting bogged down in stupid shit here. I'd bet that 90% of people see her and go, she's a talk show host.
Yeah.
And they know her as a talk show host. So if it was an actress that you saw in there, you'd just go, oh, there's that actress.
I had to check it was Oprah.
Really?
Yeah.
I suppose they... Anyway, why'd you have to check?
Because she was doing an accent.
Yeah, she was trying to act. She was trying to act. Yeah, I don't know.
I love Oprah. Everything she does is perfect.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, really? Yeah, look, I didn't mind the show. And I watched, I think, 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah, I did. I watched about the same. Yeah, it was very much like Succession, I thought, but without the grit. Even though it had the dark themes.
Yeah, and I'd call... Yeah. Succession was a little bit funnier, though.
Much funnier.
And this one doesn't really have the...
No, it doesn't have the whatevers, but I feel like the plot was similar.
Yeah.
Looking at a high-level family in a community
And how
and
they made
then
their
watching
money.
it all sort of crumble and what's really happening under the surface. And
Yeah, and the whole
behind the niceties.
that whole mega church thing blows my mind too. The
Yeah.
idea of those churches. It's like, no,
yeah, it's huge.
but it's bigger than a sporting stadium.
Yeah.
And I don't even know that, like, what's the whole... Because most shows you see like that, they've just got the bloody... The one church guy. And this
yeah.
one's got fucking deacons and
Yeah.
preachers and
Yeah, an
what's
office.
the pastors. It's
Yeah.
got a support office. And it's like, what is going on here? It took me a few episodes to figure out, all right, he's the bishop. So what's above him then? Like an archbishop and the
God?
pope or something? Yeah, I don't know. But he seems like pretty sus, doesn't he?
They all seem sus.
Ripping things off. I kind of want to know the mum story. I hope she's not just a bitch face.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I hope there's more there.
There would have to be. It's a female-oriented. Like, there's a lot of female stuff happening.
Yeah, no, I know. But, like, so far, she's just been a bitch face. Like,
Yeah.
the first reason we watched another episode was, I want to see what her problem is. But they haven't really... You know what I mean? She's
Yeah.
just the moody one in all the...
Yeah,
They
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
really shown any other than her being difficult. Maybe she's going to be... I don't know. Maybe she'll be like, what's his wife in Succession?
Maybe Oprah had a difficult mum.
Maybe. Yeah, who knows what Oprah's struggle is. I find Oprah's whole thing interesting. Do you remember the stuff around her and the Dave Chappelle show when that got cancelled?
No.
Oh, I forgot to look this
don't.
up. There's meant to be... They've joked about it on something else as well, like on a TV show, like a South Park or a something. Or someone's made jokes about it, how there's meant to be like a group of black celebrities like Oprah, Will Smiths, like those guys that do it on that side of entertainment that kind of try to pull the heads in of people like
Really?
Eddie Murphy's and Dave Chappelle's that were up there throwing the N-word around.
I didn't know any of that.
I don't know how, like, it's just one of those things that's around kind of thing, and something came out around the time of Chappelle's show cancelling and all that kind of stuff, and,
Yeah.
you know, people trying to...
Don't fuck with Oprah.
But it's just the way, I guess, I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, he doesn't have as much money as Oprah, does he? But
That's
still,
true. He's doing very well.
Imagine being able to walk away from $50 million. Just say, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, wow.
And just go on a holiday. That would be fucking... pretty good. But yeah, I didn't expect her to have such a big part in it either. Like when I first saw her, I was like, oh, she's given herself a bit part, has she?
Yeah.
And then she just shows
Like a
up.
cameo. But
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
And then she's in it quite a lot. So what, you want to see more of Oprah acting?
Yeah. I like her.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't believe that. I mean, what do you like about her?
I can't pull my finger on it, but she's just, everything she touches to me is perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what else?
Just anytime Oprah's involved, I'm like, I want it.
What else has she done apart from
She's
the Oprah
recommended books to me.
show? Like what books?
I don't remember. It's years ago.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I just like her.
Okay.
She's inspiring.
Fair enough.
I like how she talks. I like how she interviews people.
Yeah, she's very good. Like she's very good at hosting.
Yeah.
Like you can't be offended by Oprah. I just didn't think that was the place for her in her own TV show.
Yeah, right.
You know.
So yeah, she thought it was a little...
Well, what did she bring to it that another black actress couldn't have brought to it that was qualified?
But do you not... That's a good point. Fair enough. But also, do you not think people would watch it because Oprah's in it? Like, do you think she's not like adding to the
Yeah, but let me
audience
ask
reach
this
of that?
then. If Oprah's production company made it and it broadcast initially on Oprah's network, do you think Oprah needs to be in it to reach her audience when she's already validating it
that's
and
a good
making
point.
it?
That's a very good point.
It feels like a bit of a... I mean, she can do what she wants. She's Oprah. But I think it would have been better off... It's just that... What's that? Suspended belief or whatever.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
You know... Like it's too... It'd be like having James Bond in character there and saying his name's Jack Smith or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, not James Bond, but...
I know what you mean, yeah.
Like, it's just... She's a bit too identifiable.
Yeah.
They should have got...
It'd be like Jerry Seinfeld playing a different character.
Yeah, they should have got character actress Margot Martingale. And actually, she couldn't do it. She's white, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could have got... Yeah, I don't know. They could have been anyone.
The black equivalent of her.
Yeah, I just remember her name from BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
5 seasons, though. Like, there's no way I'm going to finish it.
Oh, no. But I think I would keep watching it, though. It did definitely suck me in.
Yeah, like, it was easy to watch.
Yeah.
It was
really beautifully paced. It didn't feel too slow.
And if you want a black church drama produced by Oprah, like it's not bad. Like, it's not bad.
It was interesting because I don't know anything about that kind of, like, I don't know anything about all those big church kind of stuff, and it does fascinate me how all that stuff works. So I was curious just in terms of, finding out information.
That's a whole other world, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. How big do you reckon the capacity was of that mega church?
Oh, thousands.
Like, I've never played a room that big, and he's doing it every Sunday.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Speaking of churches, I was at Raw Comedy the other night, and there was an act on that got up and talked about they talked about being Christian, and then they asked the audience who else was Christian.
Yeah,
and no one answered.
Yeah,
because it was a comedy gig, and they still took it as people were just kind of being shy to admit it. Oh, and then they did the stuff anyway. I was just like, oh wow, when was the last time you ventured outside of your church circle? Like, that was what I thought.
Wow.
You know what I mean? When people are so stuck in their whatever circles they move in, and then they go into another one and they just assume that that's the... And I was like, oh, wow. But then you see that all the time. Oh, it's not like that in here.
Was that... were you judging that one?
I was there.
You were there?
I was at Raw. I don't judge them.
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting conversation. Should be a good year for it, though, I think. I don't know. See how they go.
Yeah, it's been fun being on the outside looking in.
Yeah, I mean, we're once a year.
Good luck to everyone doing it. I wish you the best.
Yeah. While we move on to our last show, Hit and Run.
Yes, okay.
What did you think of that one?
I don't know. This was another English overdubbed one.
Was this another cop one? What was the premise of this one? It was another cop
show, happily married man's life is turned upside down when his wife is killed in a mysterious hit-and-run accident in Tel Aviv. Grief-stricken and confused, he searches for his wife's killer, who have fled to the US with the help of an ex-lover. He uncovers disturbing truths about his beloved wife and the secrets she kept from him.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't really get into this one. Like, I preferred Young Wallander over this one.
Same.
And, like, when it came to watching more of one of them, it's like, I've seen enough of that. Like, I'd rather watch Young Wallander. So, it's not for me. I will say that very quickly. I just didn't like there was everything. It was the same as the other one. Like, it was the lighting. It was the way it was.
Yeah, and I was like, why do I care? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's so mean, but, like...
It's probably because you have to watch it, and you.
That is changing it, honestly. Like, watching like 3 dramas in a row just felt like I had a lot of really high maintenance friends.
And also,
I was like trying to juggle all of their problems all at once, and I was
reset into a new mindset. For new show's energy, and
it's like, okay, what's your husband's name again? What's he done?
Yeah, that's why I found Greenleaf easier, because it was just easy. Like, it was just
exactly
palatable, and it's like, all right, I can watch this. Whereas those, it's like, I don't want to fucking, what's happening here?
Yeah.
All right, would you say Hit and Run or Young Wallander or better or worse than LA's Finest?
They were both better. They were both much better.
Really?
Yeah, I think Hit and Run was good. It's like it was a good show. There's so many of those styles of shows, those like uncovers secrets, and it's like watching it overdubbed is really challenging anyway, and I just didn't think the plot was interesting enough to justify the extra work.
Yeah, that sounds like it could be a movie, that whole premise.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to stretch that over. But I bet every episode is a different case, and there's, like, that's in the background. Is that, like, the subplot through the whole thing, the narrative of his wife?
Yeah.
And there's a different case every episode that they're working on? Or is it all just that?
I think it's all just that. I only watched 2 episodes of this
wow.
one because they were pretty long. They were like an hour long.
Yeah, they were fucking long, weren't they? Yeah, that's why I went back for more Greenleaf and the
Yeah.
other. But they were long too. They were like 45, 50
Yeah,
minutes
yeah,
an
yeah.
episode.
There was one scene in Hit and Run that kind of like freaked me out a bit, which was he's in the car. There's the guy whose wife gets hit.
Yeah.
Was in the car with his daughter, and she's listening to music, like modern music, and he's like, "What's this crap?" And then he put on a song, and she's like, "Oh my God, this is so embarrassing." But that song was what I used to listen to when I was the daughter's age. I was like, "Oh no."
What was it?
Fuck. What was it? Thanks so much for listening to the episode, guys. We'd love to know what you think of the TV shows that we're reviewing, so you can hit us up on any of the social media platforms. It's Stream Roulette Podcast. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And feel free to let us know what you think of our show too. Like, don't just hold back on the TV shows. And if you really like the show, we've also got a Patreon where we're putting out 2 bonus episodes a month. It's in the same lane, but it's called Guilty Pleasures. So instead of letting them choose, Steph will choose a show that she loves secretly that I haven't seen, and vice versa. And we have to subject the other one to watch that. So if that seems like something you'd be into, check out the Patreon. That's just Stream Roulette over on the old Patreon website. And
don't you have a podcast coming up?
I do, actually. I'm bringing mine back out. That's the Daniel Towns podcast. So thank you for letting me throw that in there. And also, if you are enjoying this Stream Roulette podcast with myself and Steph, please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes, because that's how these things grow and climb, and that's what we're here for. But anyway, this is enough of this. Let's get back to the episode, shall we?
Done.
All right.
Oh no.
What was it?
Fuck. What was it? I don't know what the song was, but it was like one of those songs. It was from 1993.
Oh, like fucking Shoop or something.
Yeah, it was like that era, and I'm like, this is my music.
That happened at the Super Bowl.
And I'm the lame dad in the car in this story.
That happened at the Super Bowl. I saw a meme of someone saying, "Oh, finally, young people are doing the halftime show," and then it was like 40-year-old men all dressed up like.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
20 years ago. Well, that's it. You just aged, don't you? So, would you recommend Hit and Run?
Maybe if you're like, no, probably not. To be honest, not unless you speak Hebrew. Probably give it a miss. There's just as good, if not better, shows in English already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a better English cop show? Luther.
Yeah.
But what if you've seen Luther?
Wallander's better.
Wallander. I haven't even seen Wallander.
The one last week that you didn't watch, whatever that was called.
Close call.
Yeah, that's good. That one's better.
Stay close.
Stay close. There was Safe. There's a bunch. There's so many.
That's right. We also have to veto back to me and Sheldon.
Yes. How many did you watch?
Oh, fuck, about 10.
Did you like it now?
Look, my perspective's changed because it's not the first show that we watched. I still don't... Look, out of all the shows that we've watched... It's up there, but that doesn't say much. Like, I'd put it up there purely because it's a comedy.
Yeah.
His older voice annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's very funny, like you said, like when you put it in perspective of all these other shows that we've been watching.
Yeah.
But, like, I still wouldn't choose to watch it.
Okay.
Like, I don't.
You don't love the mum? Like,
no, the mum's fine.
Yeah.
Like, the fucking...
The grandma.
No, the grandma's all right. It's more him.
Yeah, right.
It's more that if they didn't do the Wonder Years talking over it, like the narrator, I probably wouldn't have a problem with it.
Okay.
But his voice is just so annoying to me.
Yeah.
And, it's like, obviously they have to do they make the dad a bit of an oaf he's a sports coach.
Yeah, but he's redeemable.
He looks like Dave O'Neill as well.
Yes, he does.
Doesn't he? I was like, is that Dave O'Neill? He really does.
Wow.
But it's like anytime they want to humanize a genius in the fucking American television, the dad has to coach the local sports team or the high school football team.
Yeah.
Then they've got the older brother from Stranger Things.
Oh, is that
3.
who is he?
No, it's not who he is. It's who he looks like.
Oh, okay.
Same haircut.
Yeah.
And it's also that era, isn't it? 80s. So
all the kids had that haircut.
It feels very much that. I still prefer Mum over it.
Okay, that's fair.
Over that, because even
I
though
think
it
I
has
do
a laugh
too.
track.
Yeah.
Even though Mum has a laugh track and isn't more current. It's just like his voice, just that voice really grates me.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's not bad. It's easy to watch.
There were a few reviews that said a similar thing to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that how he talks in the other one?
Yes.
The Big Bang Theory?
Yes, it is.
Who plays the...
Who's the actor?
Yeah.
It's Neil Parsons, I think his name is.
Maybe I should check out the Big Bang Theory. I'm sure I've seen it on a plane or something. It's one of those shows that's been on everything recently, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll change my rating on that to a like.
Okay.
Just because, fuck, I mean, compared to some of the other mud we've had to sit through.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't even know where we're at now, but I'd say that the ratio of shows we've liked to not liked, it's definitely, there's more that we haven't liked than we have.
Depends how it was pretty close, so it'll depend what we say about today's.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, what's your call on the 3 for today, though? I'm going with a Greenleaf, yes. Mm-hmm. Young Wallander, yeah.
Yeah?
But I won't. But like, it's well made.
Well,
give it a try, and if that style is for you, you'll like it. Like, it's
Yeah.
not bad. And the other one,
Hit and Run?
Hit and Run, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go yes, yes, no as well.
Same 3?
Same 3, yeah.
Right, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Seems like we're getting similar
So-
taste here.
We do have pretty similar.
Any of them you think you're going to go on with?
I'm actually, to be honest, I'm very excited when I finish watching what I'm watching in my own personal time, which is
Yeah.
going to take me 6 years with all the other stuff we're doing. But I'm going to watch Wallander.
Oh, you're going to watch the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, interesting. Well, that's good. Well, that's been something's
So
come
it
from
has
it.
inspired me, but not, yeah.
Where are you going to get that from?
Where will I find it?
iPlayer or whatever.
I don't know. I'll find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you-
Sometimes I just buy them on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, because it's like $3.
What are you currently watching?
I'm currently watching the cartoons I mentioned, so Bob's
yeah,
Burgers and a bunch of other things. But then I'm watching Elementary again because it's like really good American crap cop show.
I'm not currently watching anything.
Really? Still?
You don't have time.
Yeah.
Like with these, like it gets time because by the time, like I'm doing it at night. Like, 'cause
Oh,
I'm-
have you changed to nighttime for your watching?
I've always been.
Oh, okay. I thought you were watching it during the day.
No, I work in the day, like on my comedy stuff, and then walk the dog, and then after that, if I don't have a gig, or if I have a gig after the gig kind of thing.
Yeah.
So late nights, but that's usually when I watch Me TV.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't
But
it?
now Me TV has become, so on the nights when my girlfriend's at work, it's shows I have to watch for this, and then when she's at home, if we watch something, it's something we're watching together. But at the minute, it's just, we don't really have anything on the go at the moment because our hours have been all over the place.
I think it depends on your perspective and how we choose to see it. So if I see it as I'm sitting watching TV and I'm doing work, then I'm having a positive experience doing it. But if I see it as this is replacing my free time, then I hate it. So it's like, how do I frame it?
Well, it depends what it is for me. Like, if it's Greenleaf, I don't mind spending my free time on it.
Yeah.
If it's 11 o'clock at night and I'm just lying on the couch to watch fucking Hit and Run before bed, then I'm a little bit annoyed.
Yeah. It's like, just get to the point.
But then at least I'm watching stuff that, like new stuff, as opposed to watching the same shit over and over again.
That's true. It definitely has opened my mind, and it also has changed what Netflix is now sending me on my algorithm. So that's interesting.
Yeah, well, just to clear things up on that as well, I did go through and I've liked all the shows that we have liked.
Okay, cool.
And I took Mum from my own personal account because I was watching it in there, and I scooched it over to ours and liked it in that because I got to say I'm getting fucking sick of all this shit that's right.
I know. Oh, so it's the mum. It was you going on with mum that's led to a very female-heavy kind of...
No, I went on with Mum in my personal account.
Right.
I don't know
okay.
what it's been because like the only one I've watched a lot of in my like on the podcast one was
What about Emily in Paris?
Yeah,
Was
well,
it
I watched a
that?
fair bit of that. I've watched a fair bit of Good Girls. I watched a fair bit of Dead to Me.
Yeah.
Like, all the better ones.
Yeah, the good ones, yeah.
But it keeps throwing, but all the other ones have been women ones too, and because we're watching them all, it's
Yeah.
probably like, oh, it's a girl there. Let's just keep throwing them girl stuff.
Yeah.
When there is a woman.
I know.
on
How
there.
does the algorithm work? It's so confusing.
I mean, I don't mind, but I thought at least if we start upvoting and downvoting things, like,
We're giving it information.
yeah, and it hopefully can recommend some shows that we don't like watching. But then the
Yes,
catch is,
please.
like, I find the episodes are more entertaining when we hate the shows.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we got to start looking at, we'll pull it down to maybe 2 shows an episode or even 1.
I would love that.
But then we've got to, we can watch more and get further into it, and we'll make some plans around that.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds like a good idea. And
We still get to keep the vetoes though, right?
yeah, definitely.
All right,
We've got to keep
sweet.
it going. So where are we on that? We've got 0 vetoes, don't
We
we?
both have 0, but we can earn them back.
Yeah, we can. Well, I won't be earning any from this week's show. I'll fucking tell you that right now. 'cause
Yeah, no.
Even a full season of Greenleaf sounds hard.
They're too long.
Yeah, and the other ones? No, forget about that. All right, well, are you ready to hear the shows for next episode?
No.
Coming up next week on episode 7. And neither of us have a veto in play here, so brace yourself for fucking 3 days of hell.
I'm ready.
All right, Pieces of Her.
Yep.
Sounds like another... This 2022 crime thriller series features Toni Collette and Bella Heathcote, is based on Karen Slaughter's novel.
God.
If some of these words are wrong, I'm literally just typing notes in my phone and not checking for typos. So if Slaughter's not her surname, I apologise, Karen. But it's Toni Collette's in it, and it's a crime thriller.
Never apologize to a Karen.
Did you see, was Toni Collette in that Unbelievable thing?
What's unbelievable?
Did you watch that one on
No.
Netflix? Oh, that was fascinating. It was about that 13 or 14-year-old girl that lived in like assisted housing who said she was raped,
Yeah.
then went back on it,
Oh,
then said she
yes.
was raped again, but it was just the investigation into that.
I hadn't seen it, but I do know.
Oh, it's fucking fascinating.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's in that, I think, Toni Collette.
I don't like Toni Collette.
Oh, really? She's a really good actress in that. Well, guess
I
what?
think she's very Oprah.
But you like Oprah.
No, I think she's what you think Oprah is.
Is Toni Collette a radio TV presenter?
I just like, oh, it's Toni Collette acting.
I didn't know her as an actress, though. But that's also because Australia only has like 6 actresses and actors, don't we? Who we got? Gary Sweet, her. Who else?
The cast of Play School.
I remember at one stage Gary Sweet was in 2 shows in a row. Something like fucking Blue Heelers and Water Rats or something. It's
He's
like,
our cop.
how can you be in 2 shows? 2 shows at once. All right, that show one. Well, you're going to have to enjoy some Toni Collette this week. The Weekend Away.
Yep.
When her best friend vanishes on a girl's trip to Croatia, Beth races to figure out what happened. But each clue yields another unsettling description.
These sound like the same shows.
This should just be called fucking Daniel and Steph's Guide to Chick Flicks.
Yeah.
Fucking Border Town. His powers of deduction are uncanny, but the crimes in this small town will push him and his family to the limit.
No more crime.
Well, what do you... No more crimes. We're getting crime and fucking
I never
chick
thought I would
flicks.
get sick of crime stuff, honestly.
That's
but
not crime stuff. It's average. But we don't know it's bad yet.
what's going to happen? Oh, it turns out this guy wasn't who we thought he was.
Well, maybe it's going to take a while before the algorithm finally catches up to shows that we enjoy, and we'll start getting... even if NYPD Blue comes up, we can't fucking watch it.
I'm sure these are excellent shows. I just want arrest from all this crime stuff.
That's only 1, though.
No, there's 3.
Oh, I saw the first 2 as fucking chick shows. When her best friend vanishes, featuring Toni Collette and Bella Heathcote. I'm just like, all right, 2 more chick shows.
All right, that's girls. Next, The Weekend Away, starring a girl, chick flick. It's 3 crime shows.
Okay, all right, this week we've got 3 crime shows. Well, come on. At least it's...
What?
Well, last week was 2 crime shows.
Yeah, we've got up to 3 now.
The week before was 1 crime show, 2 girl shows, but one of them doubled as a crime show. Girl show, crime show. Girl show, girl show.
Honestly, I reckon if we watched 3 crime shows a week, on Netflix, we could make this podcast go for infinity because
sure
they
we
will
could.
never run out of crime shows.
Oh, you could do it just on one franchise.
Yeah.
Without the crossovers. Just the basic. Yeah, there's 16 seasons.
There are so many crime
there's
shows.
There's at least like 20 seasons of SVU. Oh. And that's a spin-off.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Well, maybe we could do that. Maybe we should have a tally at the end of the year, like for the best
that's a
show
good
of
idea.
each genre that we've come up with.
I love that.
That we've found it, if we fucking haven't exhausted ourselves by then. Yeah, all right. So that's what we're doing next week.
Can't wait.
No vetoes.
No.
Counter vetoes. So we both have to endure. Actually, I believe one of these is a movie.
Oh, okay.
I think the second one is actually a movie.
That's good.
It was an hour and 40 minutes.
Does it count as a video if we finish the movie? Or is
Yeah,
it just...
definitely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we're both going to get one out of it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But at least, it's still a thing that we finish.
Yes.
Yeah. The race is going to be on the other two to see if anyone can.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. All right. Well, there we have it. No recaps. All good. Yeah, what do you reckon? We done?
I reckon.
Okay, well, thanks for listening to another episode.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you next week with 3 cop shows or 2 chick flicks and a cop show. All right, see you.
Bye.